Hello guys, today we will do this room farewell, and this is the last challenge in our bypassing WF module. We have already done that pedalify room, and this is almost similar with just one extra thing we have to uh, work with. Okay, so let's begin. As always, we will start with nmap scan. Let's do nmap. SC for default script, SV for version enumeration, and then reason and IP of our target machine, that is 133.174 10.49.133.174. Let's see which ports are open. As you can see, two ports are open, 22 port and port 80. On port 80 there is a HTTP Apache server running, and we can see the title is farewell. Okay, and okay, let's take a look at that web page. Let's go to HTTP 10.49.133.174. Okay, let me zoom in so you guys can see better. Farewell, one last message from the old dashboard, and it is a login page. Okay, let's try with default login credentials like admin password. No, let's do admin. Try to sign in. Okay, this is interesting. It gives us a hint, server hint. The hint is invalid password against the user. To understand this better, let's first check out the page source code. Okay, let me zoom in a little more. I have already started the burp and everything I need, so the video does not get longer. Okay, let's see the page source code. You can see that CSS stuff here, and then sign into post farewell message. What is the method here? The method here is the post method. It's sending our username and password. Okay, the important part is this thing. There is a script running. Okay, let's that is check.js. Let's try to see what is this about. If we go to check.js, and we can see a JavaScript code here, and read all that and look at this part. If data and data.error authentication, if authentication fails, then there it is checking two things, that is if data.user and data.user.password hint, then invalid password against the user, else just invalid username or password. Okay, so the main thing happening here is when we try to log in. Okay, let's go back. Login, we put a username and a password. If both username and password is incorrect, like that user does not exist, that username does not exist, then we get this error. Let's see this practically. Let's send a username that we know for sure it is not there. Okay, let's just do a random anything. Okay, and the password is admin still. Let's try to sign in. You can see invalid username or password. But when we do this with a valid username, like the username exists but the password we sent is not correct, then the error will be defined. Let's see. Let's change this to admin as before, and now it says invalid password against the user. Now another thing, you see this scrolling message here, it says Nora posted a message, deliver 11 posted a message. So we can guess these are valid username, right? So let's try with this. Let's try Nora first. We know the username Nora, but we don't know password. Let's do anything as password, and hopefully the hint will be invalid password against the user, because the Nora username exists. Okay, let's do that, and yeah, it is. Let's also try with what was that? Adam was the first username. Let's try with Adam. do that, and yeah, it is invalid password against the user. So that hint is, if our username is correct, it will send us this hint, and if the username does not exist, it will send invalid username or password. Okay, that is one interesting thing. Now the question says, the room says, what is the flag value after logging in as normal user? So we can log in as any user and we will get the first flag. But the problem is we don't know password of any user. We know username like Nora, Deliver11, and Adam. Some of the username we can see here. So what can we do? Okay, so if you just try to sign in from that browser, you will just see this hint, nothing, not anything interesting other than that. Okay, but here is a thing. If you try to log in using Barb, if you inspect that request carefully, that response carefully, wait, yeah, let's zoom in Barb. My attack box is lagging, I'm sorry. Let's go to proxy, intercept on, and here in browser, do this. Okay, now let's try with add-on. Okay, let's try to sign in. We can see that request here. It is a post request to auth.php. It's sending the username and password. Okay, now let's what we can do, just send this, and before sending it to our browser, the response, we can intercept the response. Okay, let's forward that, and we can get the response back. Now here is that interesting thing. It says error authentication failed, and it gives us a password hint, that is favorite pet plus 2. We could not see this part in our browser. When we do this, let's turn off the intercept and just do sign in from our browser. It just gives us the server hint, it does not give us the password hint. Okay, but in browser we can see, if we intercept the response before sending it to our browser, we can see that password hint. So that might help us with to log in as a user. Let's do that again, but with a different user. Let's do Deliver11. Okay, and sign in. Here is the request, username Deliver11, password is admin. Let's forward this, but before doing that, let's do intercept response from to this request. Forward now. We get the response, and the response says password hint, capital of Japan followed by 4 digits. Okay, so you can also do it with Nora, and you will get another password hint. But the username I targeted was this one, Deliver11, because it says capital of Japan, which is Tokyo, followed by 4 digits. So if we can just do a dictionary attack, not dictionary attack, actually it is actually brute forcing. We can just try every possible 4 digit after Tokyo, because we know that Tokyo part is the correct, it is the capital of Japan. We can do that, and we can just log in as Deliver11 username. Okay, so you guys, at this point you guys might think, how is it relevant to bypassing a firewall? Like, it is just basic brute forcing, right? But here is the part. When you try, let's do this. Let's you know what, let's just intercept off. Let's do that intercept on again. Let's do the sign in with the Deliver11. Send it to repeater, and remove this thing here. You know what, let's just try to send different passwords for multiple times. Let's first try Tokyo 1111. Okay, let's send this. The response is authentication failed. Let's do 1112. Send that. Okay, no problem. Let's do 3. Send that. 4. Send that. 5. Okay, my barb is not working. Please don't just break my attack box. Network connection is unstable. Sorry guys. Let's wait for some time. Now let's send this. Okay, let's keep doing that. I'm just trying to show you something. That's why it's taking so long. 6, okay, 7. Now we get 403 forbidden. Let's do 8 forbidden, and from now on, does not matter whatever password you send, it will just give us 403 forbidden. Okay, so the thing is, there is the firewall that is preventing us from trying multiple password. Like there is a limit, there is a rate limit. So if we try to brute force this username and password thing, we will fail, because after what was that, 5 or 6 attempts, it will just rate limit us. Now here is the that is the part of this room. We have to find a way to bypass that rate limiting thing. Okay, and to do that, if you guys already know, there is a header that is X forwarded for, that is used normally to bypass this rate limiting thing. What it does is it changes your IP address. So if we change in the IP address in our request, then the firewall will think the requests are coming from different IP address, so it will not rate limit us. Do you guys understand? Let's say I send 6 requests from my IP address, and before sending the 7th request, I change my IP address to another thing. Okay, now the firewall will think this request is coming from different IP address, so it will not restrict us. So that is the plan. We have to bypass that rate limiting thing. How can we do that? We can use different tools, but I did a Python script, a basic Python script, and I will show you that script. Let me. Okay, it will be difficult to show me in Nano, so let's do a online ID. Let's go here, and I have already saved the script what I used. I will explain some part of it so you guys can understand what's happening. Okay, so first thing, can I zoom that thing? Okay, whatever. We import what is required. We need request to send a request, and random thing is required to change our IP. We want our IP address to be changed randomly, so we are not rate limited. Okay, and this his part is to exit that script. You know, say sys exit, like this, sys exit with exit code 1. This is why I imported sys. This is the target URL. You can get that URL. Look here, auth.php. This is the URL. Okay, we have to change this URL because our IP address is different now than when I was doing it for the first time. Let's change our URL to our target machine, that is 10.49.133.174. Okay, same thing with this host. We have to change it here too. Can I just replace everything together? Okay, do it manually. I don't know how to do that. I mean, technically I could just do that in my terminal, but let's just stick with it. Change this part to 133.174. This one to 133.174. Okay guys, remember you have to send a valid cookie. Okay, what is our cookie though? This is our cookie. Let's copy that and change it with our valid cookie now. And okay, this is the main function. First we create, okay, first thing we have to create a password list. We know the password starts with Tokyo and then there are 4 digits. Okay, so we have to generate all possible combination and create a file. That is, I I created pass2.txt because before that I created pass1.txt, and I will tell you why I created first another password list and then this one. There is a catch there. Let's just do pass.txt here, and first we try to open that file. We have previously created that file. I will create that right now after this, and then we try to open that file and read line by line from that file and split lines. The lines will be already splitted, but it's safe to do this. And if file not found, we do a error and then exit. Okay, now our file is open and we can read from the file. We will take for password in passwords, like we will take each line and try it as password. Okay, now we copy this whole thing. This is the header thing. Okay, I just copied it from our bar, this part. Okay, and I named it request base. You can name it anything. Header will be okay too, and copy that for each request. Now one thing we have to add, that is X forwarded for. This is the part I was talking about. This is the header that changes our IP. Okay, it does not change our IP, it specifies our IP, and we will put the value of random IP here. Now how do we get the random IP? We define another function, that is get random IP here at above. What it will do, it will return a random IP string with the last two octet defined every time. Okay, so it will be anything between 0 to 255 and it anything between 0 to 254. Okay, we add that header here, and then in the data field we use username, that is deliver 11, and password will be the password we are trying right now, that is from that file. Okay, and we wait for the response. We extract the response, and if inside that response there is error, authentication failed, because if we fail, the error will be this, right? Can I go back and show you? Is that the go back? Yeah, it is. Yeah, authentication failed, it will be the error. Okay, so we can just filter that out, and if that error is not there, that means our password was successful, and we can just print that password. So I am just trying to explain what this script is doing. So instead of just copying this script and using, you can make it yourself and understand what is happening. Okay, so let's copy this thing. I think we are good. Is there anything else I have to change? I don't think so. Okay, first let's create that password file. Okay, and to create that password file, you can just do this a bash command. What was that for? I think I have also copied that. Yeah, this is the thing. We'll start with 0000 and we'll go till 9999, right? Yeah, and for each loop we will do echo. Guys, you remember I was talking how first I created a password file and then deleted that and created another. The reason is that first time I did this, everything in small letter, there was no capital for T. Okay, I just did this Tokyo, and after that this part I did this, but that did not work. So the password is actually capital T. Okay, so I had to create another file. So when you guys do, you guys can try both, and it first time it will fail because there is no password in a small t. The password is with capital T, so you have to do this one. Okay, I just tell you here, and then okay, so the password, the file name is pass.txt, because remember in our code we said with open pass.txt. Okay, so let's keep our file name that. It's generated. Let's check it. You can see where is it? Pass.txt. I can also show you what is the content. We'll just print some content of it. Let's say pass.txt head like this, Tokyo 0000, Tokyo 1 2, like this. Okay, now our password file is ready. Now let's create our script. Let's call it just script.py and copy this thing I hope there is not anything I have to change, but I did not. Is there anything? Okay, I hope it will work. Let's paste it here. Is our IP address okay? 133.174. 133.174. Okay. Yeah, I think it is good. Okay, let's save it. And now let's run it. Okay, while it's running, let's do another thing. We have not finished our recon yet, uh, let's check for any hidden directories. We'll do gobuster for this. Use gobuster for this. Gobuster in directory mode. The URL will be http 10.49.133.174, and the word list is the peak.txt that is here. Am I recording? Yeah, it is recording. Word list derby and then big.txt. And we'll also look for any extension like PHP, Python, or JavaScript or basic text. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see what happened to our. Okay, so our script ran and we found the password here. Let's try to log in with our password. Okay, let's first turn off our proxy. Sign in. And yeah, we are signed in as deliver 11. And I think the flag is below. I'm not showing you. You can do it yourself, and you will find the flag below. Okay, now let's see what was our directory's gobuster result. We get admin.php, auth.php. Auth.php is just logged in using that. Check.js is that script that is running. We already checked that. And info.php, let's check info.php. Okay, so it is that PHP info thing. We could have exploited this if there was a file upload thing, I think. Let's see what other things are. Let's go to admin.php. Let's try to access that. Wait, what? Oh, nothing happens. We are just back to our user page. Maybe that because we are logged in as deliver 11, that's why it is sending us back here. Okay, so let's see. Leave your final farewell message before the dashboard sunsets. We can write message here. Let's try to send a dummy message. Write dummy. Your farewell message has been saved. Thank you for your words. And you can see here your submitted message dummy status pending review. So someone will review our message, right? So there is possibly a way we can steal whoever reviews this message his cookie using XSS cross-site scripting. Let's see if that works. Let's do a basic payload script fetch http our URL, our IP address 10.49. What is our IP address? 120.199. Port will be 1234. Let's call it cookie. My attack box is lagging here. Network connection unstable. Sorry guys, let's wait for some time. Okay, I think it's working now. Cookie, and then we'll just do document.cookie. And then close our script. Before sending this, let's run a Python server so we can receive that cookie if it is successful. And now send it. Okay, so now we are forbidden, so we cannot send any XSS payload directly. Okay, so we have to, guys, you can see our dummy message was pending, but now it's approved, so someone is currently reviewing any message. Okay, so we cannot send direct payload, but let's try to bypass that. What can we do? I have already played with it and tried different payload. The one that worked for me is this one. You guys should try your own and try different payload, but I am not doing that because in that way this video will be very long. I'm just showing you what happened for me, what worked for me. Okay, so this is the payload that worked for me. This is body on load eval atop. So first we will base 64 we will encode our payload with base 64, and then we will do atop to convert it back to binary, I think, and then eval will execute that on load. Okay, but let's change this base 64. And what will be our base 64? It is just the basic payload for cookie stealing. Let me show you. Let's try this. Let's go to CyberChef. Let's do, what will be the command? That command will be, I think, fetch, just the fetch part. We can just change the IP from here. Yeah, this is the command. Okay, let's delete that and change our IP. Our current IP is 10.49.120.199. The port is 1234, and we are still doing that cookie thing. Okay, now URL convert it to base 64 encoding. Copy that, go back to our page and paste it here. Now it should bypass the firewall and it will be executed, so we will receive a cookie for whoever is reviewing our message, which I guess is the admin. Let's send it. Yeah, it's been sent, pending review, and I see some message here, and yeah, we get a cookie. Let's copy that cookie and try to save that in our browser. Go to inspect, storage, PHP session ID, delete that, paste the new one, and just refresh. And you can see it says, hey admin. But the thing is, the flag below is still the user flag. Okay, so to get the admin flag, actually you have to go to that page, admin.php. You guys remember when I tried to access that admin.php, it sent me back to my user page because I was not logged in as admin that time, but now I am logged in as admin. So let's try to access that page right now. Admin.php. If we go there, and yeah, as you can see, we get the admin flag. So yeah, the first part was the main goal of the first bypass was to change our IP address so we can bypass that rate limit thing, and now it's just a basic cross-site scripting where we have to bypass the firewall to send our payload. You guys can play around with your payload and see what's working for you and what's not. I will upload both the script to my GitHub, and I will link that to my video. Okay guys, thank you.